Hello. Okay, I want to. Yes, I can see me. How are we? So great to be back. We are on week 4, and we're talking all today. I haven't got my red on. I'm very sorry about that. We're talking today about. Oh, look at this. Oh, just been outside in the sun. We're talking today all about why, like, is even self connection that important, or is it? What's the point? Like, why don't I just get a partner and be done with that sort of connection? Why don't I can I just be done with all of that? If anyone is here, when you pop on, say hello. Let me know you're watching on the replay. And what do you think about connection to self? So, do you, number one, have a connection to self? And number two, how does that help you? So, how does actually having a connection to self help you? Because we in the coaching world, especially some of the spiritual and relationship coaching, we talk a lot about this. We talk a lot about how it really matters what you feel about you. It really doesn't matter what anyone else feels about you. Honestly, it doesn't. I know you think it does, but it doesn't. There's a little bit over here just irritating me. So why are we talking what self-connection? What even is it? So self-connection is the idea that you don't actually need other people to fill yourself up in the way that you think you do. We think that the only way that we can get love, like get the love we had as a child from our parents, is again from another external, from not our parents. I mean, sometimes it's parents, obviously, but then our partners and even our friends. And there's nothing wrong with connection to other people. Of course, it's wonderful. It's part of life. It's what is enriching in our lives. The problem is when we need that too much, when we don't actually know how to create the love inside of ourselves so that connection with another is a connection, not an attachment. Because an attachment, just like we spoke about last week in the other live, check that out if you haven't. It was fire. It was killer. Really understanding, going deep into what the difference between a connection is, and that feels awesome, so good, and what the difference between that and attachment is, which can often end up, it can feel fucking great and fire at the beginning, but if it doesn't stay like that, watch out, it's gonna hurt. So the difference between having connection and attachment is really important. And when we think about self-connection, we don't need anyone else. So you don't need your partner, you don't need your mum, your dad, you don't need anyone else. You just enjoy having them around. Now, for me, 3 years ago, I broke up with my ex, and I loved him like so much. What an incredible man, like truly one of the best men I know. And I had to break up with him because I had no idea whether I was with him because I wanted to be with him or because I just didn't know how to be on my own. I don't know if you know what that's, sorry, just my radio. There we go. To feel like you're with someone and you don't, all these love songs talk about I couldn't be without you. I need you in my life. And it's bonkers to me because that's not love, guys. There might be love somewhere in there, but attachment and love, they're wrapped up and presented to you in films and books and media as the same thing, but it's not the same thing. You know when they say if you love them, you'll set them free? That's real love. That's real love for yourself. Like, people think that means love, if you love, set them free. Like, yeah. But you can only love them as much as you love them yourself. And so it's not about learning to love other people. It never was, it never will be. It's not about how you love other people. You love other people to the degree at which you can love yourself. And that's a fact, that's true. Because even though, you know, we think, oh yeah, but people pleasers, they love other people. You know what? I was a people pleaser and I know exactly why I was pleasing other people. I was doing it so I could be okay. I wasn't doing it so that they, like, I thought I was. And yes, I care and love about the people in my life, my partners, my friends, my family. That has never changed. But what changed was I no longer need them. I no longer need them to be good or bad or happy or sad, or I don't need to fix them. I don't need them to be happy. I don't need them to do anything for me because I'm so full up now. I don't need to change them to make them love me. I don't need to fix them to be lovable so that they can love me. I am already worthy. I am already loved by me fully. And you know what? I'm not perfect and I'm practicing this. This is why I've just hired 2 new coaches. One of them is an embodiment coach and that's all about feeling. And it's honestly, I had my first session today and it was just, I feel incredible. I feel beautiful. I feel so full up. And I'm not exactly where I want to be, but that's okay because I know that my role on this planet is to love myself. Because when I love myself, everything else works, including relationships. And so my coach asked me today, she said, here's an either-or question, And I'm going to ask this to you. It's a strange thing to be asking when we're talking about dating. If you have a choice between having the relationship, the family of your dreams, if you get to choose between that and feeling happy in flow and ease and loving and joyful, you get to choose one of those things. The relationship, the relationship, the family, the husband, the wife, or a life of joy and ease and flow and calm and love. Which would you choose? If you can have one, which would you choose? Because whilst my answer was I want both. And the truth is, when you choose the flow, when you choose the connection to self, essentially, when you choose that, then you can have the other stuff, but you just don't need it. It will happen. It doesn't matter whether it happens or not because you'll be so full up that it's irrelevant. Now, usually when you feel that way, the things that you kind of want but you let go come to you. When we talk about manifestation, when we talk about law of attraction, the biggest block for most people is wanting things so much that you're holding on to it and you're attached to it. The only way to manifest what you want is to let go of it and not need it. Want it, but don't need it. And then if it comes, brilliant. If it doesn't, brilliant, because I was already happy in the first place. So connection to self is bigger and better than dating. It's bigger and better than marriage because it's never going to leave you. Ever. You have total 100% control over your own connection to self. If you don't think that's true, you're wrong because it is all up to you. All up to you from this moment on because I've told you and now I'm telling you right now, this could be the moment that changes your life. Watching this right now, you are in control of how you feel. You are in control of your life. You are so much more in control than you will ever know. And it's a weird thing because once you get in control, you know that you don't know. And we think we're in control. When you're unconscious, you think you're in control, but you're not. You're just a slave to society, to your unconscious beliefs mostly. But when you get present to those unconscious beliefs so that you're no longer a slave to them, you take away that, you're out of control, but you're more in control than you've ever been because suddenly you're in the flow, baby. You're in the flow of life. You're going down the stream in the beautiful river of life. You've seen Pocahontas? And she goes down the river and what is it? What I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice. And it's always flowing. It's always moving. Things are always changing. That's just the way life goes. And so when you are like fully self-connected, oh my God, it doesn't matter. Like it's this incredible flow of life down the river of life. Like, will there be a corner? Dunno. Let's see. Let's have fun. Will there be some rapids? Maybe. Is there going to be a waterfall? Probably somewhere. We don't know where. We don't know how. All we know is that we are in the flow. If you're fighting it, can you imagine how exhausting it is to fight through life? And that's what we have most of the time. We're fighting, wanting this, wanting that, like fighting to go and find a boat, for example. If you're on the river and you're fighting, like, I need a boat, I need something to hold on to. If you let go of trying to find a boat and just breathe really deeply and keep afloat, like you'll stay afloat and you'll just go down the river of life. God, I love that metaphor. I'm going to leave it here. That's enough for today. But I hope this was useful. Connection to self is the one. It's everything. It goes so deep and it's so freaking simple. It's about connecting to you. It's about connecting to your body. It's about slowing down and listening. Most of us find that really fucking hard. I do this for a living, and even I'm employing people to help me do this. So if you don't know how to do that, it's okay. Don't shy away from it just because you don't know how to do it yet. And you do know how to do it. Most people know exactly how to do it. But we just don't know how to sort of take control and do it when we want to, not just be at the mercy of doing it when we're having sex or when we're eating or we're on a walk or doing exercise. Like when we get into the flow of something. Yeah. Okay, have an incredible day, evening. Thank you for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and be love. Be connection to yourself. Mwah.